Forecast with meteorologist Jackson Chastain starts now.
All right, Jackson, it was a cold start to the day.
That's right. Pretty chilly.
I know you're very excited about that.
I was, but you know, we haven't had any snow yet, so it's all basically worthless. But it feels great. Feels good though, you know?
It's still pretty early in November, Jackson. We have plenty of time for snow.
I don't know. I'm crossing my fingers. Somebody needs to knock on some wood. James over here might have jinxed us. But
good.
You know what? No, not good. But you know what? We got a lot of sunshine. Regardless of whether, you know, we're seeing any precipitation or not, it's a very beautiful day here in Middletown. Not a cloud in the sky. Any cloud cover we do have is pretty far to our north, and I would not worry about this right now. This is some kind of an radar scattering that we're seeing. It's not really snowing up in Lebanon right now, but I'll tell you this, it is very cold, 46 degrees in places, 50s in others. That's about as high as we're going to get in the afternoon, which is unfortunate because with the higher pressure that you see, you would hope for a little bit more of a bump in that temperature trend, but that's just not been the case. It's really helped us with our overnight lows to drop down into the low 20s. Not necessarily the case when it comes to daytime temperatures. Now, there is another cold front on its way. That's going to arrive later on Monday. That's not necessarily going to bring a big drop in temperatures. Thankfully, it will keep us where we are. More importantly, though, it's going to cause a change in terms of wind speed and direction because, you know, fronts move through. They tend to do these kinds of things, and so throughout the rest of the day, pretty light wind. Wind chill not necessarily a factor. As we get into the evening, you're going to get that wind shift basically from the southwest all the way down to the northeast. And so as that happens, the wind speed is going to increase 10 to 15 miles per hour Tuesday morning into the early afternoon, and so maybe a windbreaker warranted, maybe that extra layer that you've been debating wearing. I think that will be something that you're going to have to take into consideration as you head out the door on your Tuesday. But for your Monday, should be good to go. Now, beyond that, it's a relatively quiet pattern overall. Temperatures do warm up a little bit as we get into the later week hours, 61, maybe 62, Thursday into Friday. As we start to warm up again, we have another front coming up over the weekend that coincides with a rain chance, not a big one, but something that we're monitoring at this point. I think maybe a few showers here and there, not necessarily very high totals, and then it breaks off and we're good to go. We're also watching this. I know we're over a week away from this, but this is another potential rain chance coming up next Wednesday into Thursday is kind of the time frame. That will be something to watch. That might be a little bit more major. And then, of course, we drop down into the 50s once again over the weekend. Some breezier conditions on tap. And, you know, James, there's not a lot to look forward to in terms of wonderful outdoor weather, but, you know, at the very least it's sunny. You know, your plants can grow. You got to water them, but the plants will grow. Indoors, not outdoors.
I was going to say, it may be a little too cold outside.
Might be a little bit too.
Bring the plants in.
Indoor
if not,
garden.
They already did.
Get a greenhouse. There you go. Problem solved.
All right, Jackson. We'll see you coming up at our next half hour. You can think of some other things for us.